Hi warriors, welcome back to the channel in the theater of life. Perception reigns supreme, far beyond the mere accumulation of wealth or the possession of tangible assets. Those who believe themselves to be poor, who allow the absence of silver or gold to define their worth, live already defeated, shackled not by circumstance, but by their own mind. Understand this: poverty is never truly the state of the body, but the condition of thought. One may walk without coin in hand, yet stride through the world adorned with the invisible riches of vision, strategy, and resolve. The world responds not to the emptiness of your pockets, but to the fullness of your presence, the gravity with which you carry yourself, and the sharpness of your intellect. Those who master the art of perception can bend reality, manipulate opportunities, and wield influence as if born into wealth. The poor in body often seem powerful, while the rich in gold may appear weak if they fail to command the respect of eyes and minds alike. Consider the man who has nothing but a mind unshackled. He observes, he plans, he calculates, and he acts with deliberate intent. To the casual observer, he may seem insignificant, perhaps destitute, yet every action is deliberate, every movement strategic. His lack of material wealth is a veil, concealing a treasure of cunning, foresight, and untapped potential. The world is drawn to confidence, to the aura of those who carry themselves as though destiny bends to their will. By controlling perception, one can turn emptiness into authority, scarcity into intrigue, and disadvantage into leverage. Those who fail to recognize this are prey to the whims of circumstance, perpetually at the mercy of those who understand the subtle power of the mind. Perception shapes not only how others see you, but how you see yourself. To believe oneself poor is to embrace weakness, to invite the world to see you as incapable, limited, and unworthy. To carry the posture of power, even amidst lack, is to rewrite reality before others even speak. When one walks through streets with the air of command, when one speaks with certainty, when the eyes shine with the fire of unshaken conviction, the world cannot help but take notice. Influence is born not in the coin you hold, but in the image you project, the respect you demand, and the fear you inspire. Those who mistake poverty for failure confuse the trappings of life with the instruments of power. In this understanding lies the first law of survival and supremacy. The mind governs destiny. Wealth is transitory, fragile, and often deceptive, but perception, once honed, is eternal in its effect. Consider those who rose from the ashes of despair, who had nothing in their hands but a mind alive with strategy, vision, and resolve. They moved through courts, cities, and battlefields not because they were rich, but because they knew how to appear inevitable. The eyes of men and women are drawn not to emptiness, but to presence, not to insignificance, but to the careful orchestration of appearance. To command perception is to command fortune itself, to shape the reactions of others without lifting a coin or striking a blow. The truly powerful never allow the lack of material possessions to dictate their worth. They wear invisibility like armor, masking their true capacity, and in doing so, cultivate a mystique that wealth alone cannot purchase. One must understand the subtle distinction between reality and its reflection. The world reacts to perception, and the shrewd mind learns to craft perception as meticulously as a sculptor shapes marble. To move with certainty when all seems lost, to speak with authority when silence would be expected, to smile in the face of adversity while others crumble. These are the acts of those who recognize that power is not given by circumstance, but by the mastery of image, attitude, and intellect. A person aware of this truth sees the world as a chessboard where pieces are moved not by the strength of coin, but by the precision of thought. Poverty, in its material sense, can be an advantage, a cloak under which strategies take root unnoticed. While the rich flaunt their wealth and make themselves predictable targets, the one who embraces perception as power operates unseen, calculating, influencing, and positioning themselves for inevitable ascent. Every glance, every word, every gesture becomes a tool, an instrument to shape how others respond, how allies are secured, and how enemies are disarmed. The mind's wealth, in this sense, eclipses any treasure chest, for it is inexhaustible, adaptable, and capable of infinite expansion. To command one's destiny is not a passive act. It is a declaration, a strategic claim over the path that lies ahead, regardless of the obstacles strewn by fortune or circumstance. Those who wait for life to hand them opportunities are slaves to chance. Those who seize control of their fate are masters of reality itself. Destiny, like a battlefield, does not bend to the timid, the hesitant, or the uncertain. It is shaped, maneuvered, and conquered by the willful, the cunning, and the relentless. A man or woman who understands the essence of control realizes that to sit and lament what is lacking is to surrender to inevitability, whereas to act decisively, even amidst absence, is to lay the foundations for power that others will envy. Even when the hands are empty and resources scarce, the mind can forge paths that gold cannot illuminate. The truly wise do not wait for doors to open, they build them. They do not wait for allies to rise, they cultivate them. They do not wait for fortune to smile, they force it to recognize their presence. Each moment, each decision is a tool to bend the currents of fate to one's will. To command destiny is to become a sculptor of the unseen, shaping the raw material of life into a structure that reflects ambition, cunning, and strategic vision. Those who underestimate this truth find themselves carried by the tides of circumstance, reacting, pleading, and hoping. Those who embrace it stand firm, acting with foresight, striking with precision, and claiming what others never dared to envision. Understand that destiny is never given freely. It is not a gift bestowed upon the worthy, nor a prize awarded for obedience. It is seized, wrested from the chaos, and molded by relentless effort and deliberate calculation. Even the poorest among men can rise to greatness if they comprehend this law. To possess nothing is not a limitation, but a canvas, a blank stage on which brilliance can be painted without restraint. The absence of wealth, influence, or recognition is an advantage for the bold, for in it lies the freedom to act without precedent, the liberty to innovate, and the power to strike where others cannot imagine. Commanding destiny is, above all, an exercise in will, the unshakable belief that one is not subject to circumstance, but the architect of consequence. Every step taken by one who commands their destiny is purposeful. Even failure is calculated, a lesson harvested, a maneuver that positions them closer to inevitable success. To drift, to hesitate, or to yield is to abdicate authority over the life one inhabits. Those who truly command their destiny embrace responsibility fully, for they know that influence begins within. Before the world can bend, the mind must dominate itself. Doubt is a chain, indecision a prison, and fear a cage. The one who masters their own thoughts, who envisions the end while moving through the present with courage and precision, holds a power that surpasses gold, armies, or kingdoms. They move through life like a strategist on a board, each decision a calculated strike, each action a statement of intent, each alliance a piece placed toward an ultimate victory. Even the most chaotic circumstances cannot bind those who understand this truth. Scarcity becomes a teacher, hardship a sharpening stone, and opposition a proving ground. Commanding destiny is not a passive hope. It is a deliberate act of war against inevitability, a refusal to submit to the ordinary, and an embrace of the extraordinary. The person who wields this power does not ask permission from fortune, they take it. They do not wait for recognition, they demand it through presence, action, and cunning. Each day becomes a battlefield, and each moment an opportunity to manipulate outcomes, influence perception, and secure advantages invisible to those content to follow. A life spent commanding destiny is one of intentionality, of strategy, and of vision. Even without riches or resources, the mind becomes the engine of transformation. The individual who understands this knows that power is never surrendered lightly, and that the one who moves with foresight, audacity, and discipline can create realities that others mistake for miracles. Commanding destiny is the ultimate act of sovereignty over oneself, over circumstance, and over the world, and it is reserved not for the timid, but for those who dare to envision, act, and prevail. Strength is not measured solely by muscle, coin, or position. It is measured by perception. Those who appear strong command attention, respect, and obedience before they even act. The world, in its complexity and chaos, judges what it sees, and rarely what truly exists. To display confidence in the face of adversity, to project unshakable composure even when circumstances are dire, is to wield a subtle but potent power that few recognize and even fewer master. The truly powerful understand that appearance is not deception but strategy. It is the art of controlling perception, of shaping reality by managing what others see, hear, and feel. To appear strong is to create an aura of inevitability, an image of mastery that persuades the world to defer to your influence, to bend around your will, and to fear the consequences of challenging you. Even when one has nothing in hand, strength can be projected. The posture, the tone, the glance, the subtle gestures, each is a signal to the world of confidence and authority. A person who carries themselves with purpose communicates a message far more powerful than words or wealth ever could. That they are not to be underestimated, that they are capable, and that they command forces unseen. The eyes steady and unwavering, the voice calm yet resolute, the body poised yet ready, all combine to form a presence that imposes itself upon every room, every street, every encounter. To appear strong is to claim power that exists in perception before it manifests in reality, and to make others complicit in recognizing it. Weakness, on the other hand, is rarely punished for its reality, but for its perception. A man trembling with fear may possess riches beyond measure, yet his influence crumbles because the world responds to what it sees, not what is true. Those who understand this principle exploit it to their advantage, mastering the art of appearing unassailable even when vulnerable. Strength, in this sense, becomes a tool of strategy, a weapon that manipulates alliances, deters threats, and commands loyalty. The appearance of strength is a shield that protects against opportunists, predators, and rivals, for no one dares to challenge what seems invincible. The truly shrewd recognize that others' perceptions can be steered as skillfully as armies across a battlefield, and that commanding respect begins with mastering how one is seen. To appear strong is also to inspire confidence in those around you. People are drawn to leaders who seem unshakable, to figures who project certainty in moments of chaos. Even if one is struggling internally, the outward projection of strength can rally allies, intimidate enemies, and create opportunities that might otherwise remain closed. The perception of power produces real influence. Those who follow are emboldened, those who oppose are cautious, and those who hesitate are forced to choose sides. Every gesture, every word, every calculated silence contributes to this image, reinforcing the notion that strength is present even where material resources are scarce or personal doubts abound. The art of appearing strong requires discipline, observation, and understanding. It demands that one control emotion, temper expression, and direct energy with intention. A face betrayed by doubt, a voice shaken by uncertainty, a gesture that signals hesitation, all invite exploitation and erode authority. Those who master themselves project strength naturally, for they understand that power is as much internal as it is external. By cultivating a presence that radiates composure, courage, and command, even the powerless can influence outcomes, shape alliances, and manipulate circumstances in their favor. Strength perceived is strength enacted, for the world adjusts to what it believes exists. In times of adversity, appearing strong becomes not just advantageous, but essential. The absence of material resources, allies, or opportunity can be mitigated by the force of presence. Scarcity becomes less a limitation when others see decisiveness, control, and resolve. The person who projects strength can negotiate from a position of advantage even when the cards seem stacked against them. For perception shapes the battlefield before any physical engagement occurs. To appear strong is to occupy a psychological high ground, to assert dominance without confrontation, and to make the world bend to a vision of authority that may not yet be fully realized. The truly masterful never underestimate the subtle power of perception. By appearing strong at all times, they manipulate not just the actions of others, but their expectations, their fears, and their loyalties. Strength projected becomes an armor, a weapon, and a tool of influence, allowing one to command respect even when circumstances suggest vulnerability. The eyes of men and women are drawn to confidence, the ears to calm decisiveness, and the mind to those who seem unflinching. The image of power is itself a form of power, capable of shaping reality before the first move is made. Remember, warriors, true wealth is not counted in gold, possessions, or titles. It is measured in the mind, in perception, in strategy, and in the unshakable command of your own destiny. The world will attempt to define you by what you lack, to judge your strength by the emptiness of your hands, and to dismiss your influence because you are not adorned in riches. But those who understand the laws of power know that perception is your shield, destiny is your battlefield, strength is your armor, and even weakness can be turned into a weapon. Carry yourself with authority, even when the world whispers that you are powerless. Seize every opportunity, manipulate circumstance with intelligence, and allow your presence to dictate how others perceive you. What seems like poverty in material terms can be transformed into a reservoir of potential, a force that shapes the actions, fears, and loyalties of those around you. Remember that wealth fades, alliances shift, and fortune is fickle, but the mastery of perception, strategy, and influence endures. Walk through life like a commander surveying the field, unseen yet unyielding. Let every glance, every word, every deliberate act reinforce the truth that you are not defined by what you have, but by who you are and how you wield the power within. Never think you are poor, even when you have nothing. For those who truly understand the nature of strength, influence, and cunning, know that the greatest riches lie not in silver or gold, but in the mind, the vision, and the unrelenting will to rise above circumstance. The world may challenge you, test your resolve, and attempt to measure your worth by superficial standards, but you are a master of your own fate. Let them see only what you wish them to see, act with foresight, and transform every obstacle into opportunity. Power, influence, and respect are not granted, they are commanded, and those who command themselves, their destiny, and the perceptions of the world around them will rise unstoppable above every limitation, every deprivation, and every whisper of doubt.